Now I'm gonna give you this really boring segment. It's called diatonic harmony. There's these rules that you learn in college as far as how chords work. Okay, that was really great grammar I just used. How do the chords work? Do you ever pick up a piece of music and you go, how on earth did they come up with those? Well, this will explain it really easily. But the diatonic harmony, I gotta tell you the legitimate way, and then I'll show you how to cheat, okay? Because I don't think you should cheat unless you really know what you're cheating on. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, 8 notes in the scale. And C, D, E, F, G, A, we'll just use the C scale, right? What are the 3 major chords in the key of C? C, F, and G. What are the minor chords in the key of C? D, E, and A. Now look, whatever chord you put at 12 o'clock is the tonic. That's the key you're in. Always put it at 12 o'clock. All right, then look. The 4th, this is called, if you go to the right on the circle, it's called the circle of 4ths. From C to F is 4. From F to B flat is 4. Do you see where I'm coming from there? Every one of these intervals is a 4th apart. All right. The 5th, if I go to the left on the circle, it's called the circle of 5ths. From C to G is 5. C to G, C to G. And from G to D is 5. A to E is 5, and so forth. Okay? So, whatever chord I put at 12 o'clock is always chord number 1. That's in any key. If I want to play in the key of F, the F is going to be up there. That's why we make it circular, so you can turn it. Because I like to have 12 o'clock as my reference point. Okay? Now, if you have it written on a piece of paper, obviously you can't turn it. So it's kind of nice to have that circle that you can hold in your hand and you can turn it around. All right. So the 3 major chords on my circle, if I'm playing in the key of C, are 1 to the right and 1 to the left. Now, you know the cheer, and this is really important. And even though it might sound silly, well, I have a big mouth, so when I was in high school, I was a cheerleader. So, lean to the left, lean to the right, stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. That's how you find the major chords in a song. So watch. Find the tonic, or the name of the key, lean to the left, and lean to the right. Those are the 3 major chords. That's why those are the first 3 chords you ever learned. Not because they were the easiest chords, it's because they were in the easiest key. What? Key of C, Spanish key. All right. So far, so good? So if I say to you, play a song in the key of G, what are the major chords? D and C. And always go to the left first, because that's the dominant. In the key of C, G is the next most important chord, the dominant, and F is subdominant. Now there's a little story. It's a chauvinist story, but it works. This is home. This is the wife. This is the husband. Husband, dominant. Not in my house. This is, don't show this on the internet. This is wife, subdominant. Okay? House, husband, wife. And here's how the chords work. And I'll come back to that little story in a minute. Diatonic harmony works like this. Chord number 1 in the song can go anywhere. It is said that the second chord of the song is the hardest one to find. Once you get the second one, you generally can get on a roll and the pattern will kick in. It's that second chord that'll get you. All right. Chord number 2 always goes to chord number 5, which is almost always has a 7 on it. Okay. So what's chord number 2 in the key of C? D. Let's put little M's here for now. D minor, right? Chord number 3, oh, D minor goes to G7. Chord number 3 is what? E minor. Goes to 6. E minor goes to A minor. Chord number 4 goes to 1 or 5/7. If you pick the wrong ones, no big deal. It will still sound fine. An F chord will generally go back to C or go to G. Chord number 5 with a 7 on it goes to 1, and chord number 6 goes to 2. Now watch. Now it's just logic kicks in. If the first chord of the song is C, and just pick it, let's pick chord number 6 for the second chord, okay? Chord number 6 is what? A minor. Now, I just go down here, and where does the rule say chord number 6 should go? 2. What's 2? D minor. And where should 2 go? 5. And where should 5 go? Back to 1. That's probably the whole song. All right. If I'm playing a song and chord number 1 is C, and I pick chord number 3 for my next chord, here will be my progression. C, and the second chord of the song, the composer decided E minor would be good. Okay? So, I'm on chord number 3 now. Where should my next chord be? 6. What's chord number 6? A minor. And this is all logic. Where should chord number 6 go? 2. What's 2? D minor. And where should chord number 2 go? 5/7. G7. And my last chord will end up where I started, at 1. Back at C. How cool, huh?
Very good.
Now, let's just hear it. Okay? C. And chord number 3 was an E minor. And the next chord was A minor. And then D. And then G7. And then C.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, huh? Alright, so somebody else yell out a number. Somebody, here's chord number 1, which is always C. Somebody say another number.
3.
3.
No, that was 3.
That was 3. We just did number 3.
Do 6.
6. What's chord number 6? A minor. Down at the rule down there, where should chord number 6 go?
D minor.
To D minor. Which is number 2. Where should 2 go?
G7.
5, which is G7. And then where should 5/7 go? C.
Back to 1.
Back to 1. Now, when you know this, now when you look at a piece of music and you look at the first and the second chord, you can pretty well tell what chord 3, 4, 5, and sometimes 6 is going to be. And then generally it repeats and does it again. Remember, music is divided into sections. So once you get the basic chord structure until you get to the bridge, which is generally different, it pretty much stays the same all the way through the song.